Hello collective, it's Kai, yo girl. Disclaimer, please use your own discretion because every video that I make is based on my own experience and what's working and not working for me, okay? I'm gonna get into it because I'm really excited to talk about this. So, you know, I'm sure you've seen that video, maybe you haven't, but it's the one where I'm like, why am I so weird? Well, that me not like being honest about how I feel, that's what made me so fucking weird. And I think in a way where it's like I was inflicting pain upon myself by trying to force a situation. Liking, being attracted to someone, right? Also desiring a relationship. Also practicing abstinence and understanding that yes, I am in a way physically deprived. I also learned recently that if I continue to, I'm just gonna be so fucking for real, if I continue to masturbate as much as I do, then I'm like affecting my neurotransmitters in my fucking brain. So I've been on a tea break. I fucking swear to God, I learned this from my friend recently and I was like, that makes so much fucking sense. But then at the same time, oh, there's so many things to fucking talk about. I'm so... Let me take a deep breath. The key is loving yourself, forgiving yourself, giving yourself grace, understanding yourself, acknowledging yourself, observing your thoughts, experiencing your emotions, right? So key. I told this guy, like, I messaged him because something happened with a friend recently where I understood that there's a very key difference in our, I guess, values, maybe morals, but still figuring out the situation, also just allowing there to be space. Not going to talk about it, personal, but I realized that I needed to be honest. So I told him, right? And then I let it go. I literally learned my lesson because that was the thing that I've been also understanding, is that I don't want to continue into this lifestyle of trying to control. And by letting that go, oh my God, I swear to God, it's been so nice. Like, I get to, like, if I feel it and then I express it creatively without projecting it onto this person, I feel so much better because obviously he's not going to reciprocate, right? Learn my lesson, okay? So even with the situation of that, and also another experience of like being very hurt from someone who wanted space from me, I learned from that and I realized, I'm attached to him. Whether it was emotional, it was more emotional, but then I realized like it's not his responsibility to regulate me, to like care for how I feel. It's my responsibility. It's actually my duty. And so then I was like, okay, I need to process it. And like a lot of those things that came up was like me having that fear from being traumatized of my friend passing away, and like that angst that comes from like being, how do I describe this? Once again, not in control of like when people leave or when people stay. And then, right, so leave or stay, so life or death. And like I really am understanding that I love the duality and dichotomy of things. I love the paradox, I love the matrices. I too am human, I too have ego, and I take part in it by being alive and by continuously choosing the same thing over and over and over again, right? Of course, the same result is gonna fucking happen. Insanity. So, I decided to alchemize that energy. I redirected it and I decided to surround myself with people who were open to hearing me out. I pushed the boundary. And then I realized I'm projecting because nothing has changed. So then I reached out to the person directly, and then I understood that it wasn't personal. That is the key thing about my lifestyle, is that it's not personal. The way in which someone responds or even reacts to you is a clear reflection of how they are. It's not to belittle their experience, it's not to invalidate it, but it's also to take a step back and understand that maybe we're different, maybe we're similar, maybe whatever, right? So I'm just currently experiencing that, and I've really been living for it. I've also really been understanding that I am a little bit more polyamorous than I thought I was. And like, yes, like I love the idea of having a relationship where the masculine, like I desire, it's for me, okay? I desire to have the masculine kind of like pretty much, I don't want to, okay. Please take my words with a grain of fucking salt, I swear to God, because I will say something, but I may not mean it entirely like that. That's why I'm going to elaborate. But I desire, I like it when the masculine kind of like owns this body. Like, you get to have me whenever you want, and like you can touch me whenever you'd like. Obviously there are times where it's not the time. Like, be okay with me saying no to you too. Like, I've met so many masculines who cannot take no for a fucking answer. And like, that's why it's like, it's a very like, it's a fluid movement, okay? It's not fucking linear. So I've understood that, and then I understood recently that I'm a lot more expressive than I thought I was. So it's like me expanding myself and learning more about me, and then at the same time giving myself grace, right? Giving myself grace for being a certain way that I am not entirely aligned with, and then also acting in alignment. So moving forward, I've just been focusing on like, obviously journaling, and like, especially with all the retrogrades and fucking squares that are happening right now, we literally have 9 fucking planets that are squaring each other, and Pluto's about to go into Capricorn. It's Virgo season right now. Pluto's about to go into Capricorn, I'm pretty sure, or it was Sagittarius. I think Sagittarius actually, but wait, Sagittarius or Capricorn? Sagittarius. So Pluto's going to Sagittarius, and, or fact check me, please. But it's so important for me to just stay true to myself. And it was brought to my attention that there is a perception of me where I make things about myself. And to be honest, it is about me, because I don't know what people are going through every single day. The only reality that I live is my own. And so that's why I was like, you know, it's true. Like, that's why I'm learning how to ask the right questions. I'm also learning how to take a step back and to let go and to release control and to understand I too have the free will to express myself, and I get to be whatever I want to be, and I don't need to explain myself to someone. I simply want to. And so yeah, that's kind of what I've been going through. That's what I've been realizing. I'm gonna go journal and pull some cards. Really allow yourself the space during this time. Retrograde's gonna be ending in about a week. And I'm really gonna just, I'm so happy. Like, I'm just so grateful, because I genuinely have been repressing this part of myself. I love how I'm like, I'm gonna end the video. Shut the fuck up, bruh. Like, I've really been embracing like the shadow aspects of myself. So like the more sexual side, the more blunt side, the more brusque side, the more dark side, and like also the more feminine and light and flirty side and cutesy side. And like learning to like release the shame in that cutesy side, because I've been practicing abstinence for the last 4 years. Yes, in part to also losing myself in my last relationship, And that's what healing is the fear of losing yourself again. And that's why I'm just focusing on myself. So I'm just gonna end it there. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being you, being alive, and being here. And yeah, I'm sending you so much love on your own spiritual journey, okay? Bye, guys.